Hey you guys, so I'm coming at y'all with Vlogmas Day 2, and I just wanted to show you guys my routine I do with my hair and my skincare when I get out of the shower. So this is my hair fresh out of the shower after I've washed and conditioned it with my Suave Professionals conditioner and shampoo. And basically right now I'm just gonna take my Cantu leave-in conditioning curl cream, and I'm gonna go ahead and put that in my hair, all over my head, and basically just run that through both sides. My natural hair has gotten so thick since being pregnant and having a baby, and I just maintain it this way. I just wanted to show you guys like a cheap and easy way to maintain your hair. I'm using the lock method here, so that's the leave-in oil and cream, and then I top it all off with a gel. So I'm just gonna let the video play and show you guys all the products I use, and yeah, I hope y'all enjoy. So right here, I'm just taking my Hollywood Beauty coconut oil that I get from the beauty supply store. It's really cheap, so that's one reason why I love it. And I also like it because I'll go ahead and massage it through my scalp and rub it through my hair, and it just helps stimulate hair growth. Also, it keeps my curls from feeling crunchy the next day after all the products that I use on my head. So I just really love this oil, and yeah, you guys should try it out. It's cheap and it's effective, girlfriend. So right here, I'm taking the moisturizing cream from Cantu, and as you can see, I use Cantu for most of the products in my hair, especially for something cheap to use. I feel like their products are just cheap and effective for me personally. Now, don't get me wrong, I know Cantu don't work for everybody now, but you know, it's always good for you to find something cheap and effective to use on your hair whenever you can, and this just happens to be the product that works for me. I will splurge every now and again on some Carol's Daughters or Miss Jessie's, but when it comes down to it, this is just the cheap holy grail for me. So I'll go ahead and put this in for my cream to top off the lock method, and yeah, I'm just soothing that through my whole head like I did the leave-in. So then we get to the last part to seal everything off, and I take a little bit, as you can see I did a little bit, of Eco Styler gel, and this just helps seal everything in. It also helps me to get rid of some extra frizzies I may have, especially like at the top of my head or in the front of my head. It just lays everything down and locks all the products in. That's why I only take a little amount though, just to make sure I'm not giving my hair no crunch. This just seals it all. And then I also put on a shower cap with a bonnet on top of it after this. And what that does is just helps to lock everything in at night. So when I wake up in the morning and I take it off, everything is laid, but I still have nice smooth curls. So as you can see, I'm just taking a little bit and helping it get some flyaways away. Not too much. We're not trying to lay and slay. We just trying to keep everything nice and concealed and locked in. So now moving on to skincare, I'm taking my vitamin C facial wash from Soap and Glory. This is actually one of the face washes that helped get rid of the texture in my skin. And I picked this up from Ulta. It's about $12. And it comes in a huge bottle. Like, I've had this since August, September, and it's December, and I still have more. Like, it's the perfect face wash for me. It helps my skin not be so textured. It feels really clean and soothing once I rinsed it all off. So yeah, this is just what I wash my face with every day. I do switch up my face washes some days. Sometimes I'll use like a scrub or something that's a little more gritty instead of something so gentle, especially after I've had on a full face of makeup. But this is my everyday face wash. So next, I like to take my Tree Hut lip scrub. It is the winter time, so sis, dry lips, I mean, are you avoiding it? Because I'm trying to avoid it, okay? So I like to take this Tree Hut lip scrub. I like their regular scrubs as well, but the lip scrub is real good. It has a nice little taste to it, just in case it gets in your mouth, because you know that can happen too. But I just like to take this and scrub it all over my lips, rub it against them. Take a towel, rub over them, rub my lips together, and this just helps to keep my lips extra soft. Even with applying moisturizer to your lips, they still can get dry. So this just helps get rid of that extra dead skin. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, make sure you got a lip scrub for the wintertime, sis, because we needs that. So next is my holy grail product, which is Noxzema pads. Honey, if you have a pimple, you see my face. This thing will sizzle it off, okay? So if your skin is super sensitive, I don't recommend these, but my skin is, you know, moderately sensitive, not too bad, but I just love to use this for extra cleanliness on my skin. As you can see in my clip from earlier at Walmart, I picked some extra up because my man always like to take mine. But I love these. They just help your skin feel super clean, like especially after you don't wash your face and you've had makeup on. If you think your face is clean, use some Noxzema pads and you'll really see if your face is clean. So yeah, this is just one of the toners I like to use to help make sure my skin is squeaky clean. So next, I like to take this Clear Pore Astringent by Neutrogena. This is kind of like the same thing as a Noxzema pad, but what I like to do with these is spot treat. So like the Noxzema pad, I'll use all over my face. But on areas where I know my skin is textured or I have a couple pimples coming in, and they just really need an extra boost of like, get the... I'll go ahead and spot treat. So as you can see, I just use this in my T-zone area around my nose, my mouth, and my forehead. So right here, I'm just taking both of my Dixon's Witch Hazel and I put these both together in this old Mario Badescu spray bottle I have, and I just spray that all over my face. And then I'm going to go ahead and fan it so it can get nice and seep into my skin and purify my pores, get rid of some of this texture, honey, and just help my skin be nice and hydrated. So yeah, I love taking both of those witch hazels and just mixing them together and spraying it as opposed to patting it with a cotton round. And then I'm just following that up with some of this Mario Badescu cucumber and green tea facial spray. So right here, I'm just taking my hydrocortisone cream, and I like to use this to keep my skin from looking so textured, one. And also, I do tend to get heat rash or heat bumps on my face when I'm hot. So I like to go ahead and use this to control that. I also find that it helps with my bags under my eyes and redness. So I like to just rub this in real good to my skin, and it just keeps everything calm and controlled. It keeps my skin from being inflamed if I have a pimple or heat rash begins to surface on my skin. And then I just follow up with some L'Oreal eye defense cream, and I use that for the bags under my eyes just to make sure those are looking like Chanel bags and not bags from Ross. So yeah. So lastly, I like to take my tea tree oil, and anytime anyone ever asks me how I keep my skin looking so glowy, I always give credit to my girl tea tree oil. And I just love putting this on my face. I only put it on at night, and I just put it on the bottom half of my face, and I rub some across my eyebrows because I don't like a greasy forehead. So yeah, this is my holy grail ride or die product. And I did pick up a couple cheap face masks from Walmart, which sometimes I'll put on if I'm feeling a little extra. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoyed.